Greetings, film fanatics. Filmholmes here, and welcome to another rendition of Too Many Movies. Now, I've been away for a little while, and the format of my show is going to change just a tiny bit. You see, basically what I'm going to do is a much simpler version of Too Many Movies. Basically, no theater behind me. I'm just going to be like this. And when I review movies, whether it's from my collection or something that I just saw in the theaters, or hell, something I saw on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime, whatever, I'm going to be right here in front of my collection and talk about whatever movie I just viewed. But something kind of occurred to me is that you've seen this collection, in my opening video, but I've never actually gone through it. So you don't really know what movies I own. All the DVDs I own, all the Blu-rays I own. You guys don't know. You don't have a list. So what I want to do today is go through my entire DVD/Blu-ray film collection. And if there are any movies that you see in my collection that you want me to review, just let me know in the comments, and I'll watch it, I'll review it, I'll talk about it, I'll rate it. I'm here to talk about movies, good and bad, to give you my thoughts on them, and to be as entertaining as possible, and, well, to watch some fucking films. Yeah, I'm not gonna bleep that shit anymore, because I like to fucking curse. So, let's get to my let's get to my DVD and Blu-ray film collection now. Okay, so I'm just going to, show you from my point of view my collection and talk about it. And we're going to start from the very beginning, and we're going to go through all the DVDs, and then we're going to go through the Blu-rays. This collection has grown quite a bit the past couple months that I've been gone, so let's get started. First off, I put the numbered movies first. I know the James Bond movies, they're not numbered, but 007, and they're kind of bigger boxes, they don't really fit on my DVD racks, but these are all of the James Bond movies, minus the new ones. I've got Quantum of Solace right there. But I've got the other ones on Blu-ray, the newer ones, and we'll get to those. But I got these from a friend for $40 for all four, $10 a piece, not too damn bad. And they're 2-disc editions with a lot of extras. I haven't watched them all yet, but hopefully I will. So, let's see. Final Fantasy, Advent Children, great movie. 1941, let's see. A lot of movies here. 12 Years a Slave, I've seen it, but it's very hard for me to watch it again. Tough movie. Billy Crystal 700 Sundays, one of the greatest stage performances I've ever seen. I wish I could see it live. 12 Monkeys, 61, 300, 10, I love Dudley Moore. 500 Days of Summer, have not watched 50-50 yet. 12 Angry Men, my favorite courtroom drama. One of the best. 9 to 5, fantastic comedy. American Movie I've not watched. Love Ants, Beautiful Minds. I love John Carpenter. I've not watched Assault on Precinct 13. All of Me is pretty okay. I guess I don't have to go through every single damn DVD, but I kind of am having fun going through this. I love Kevin Smith, all of his Q&As and everything. Let's see, the only Alfred Hitchcock movie I have not seen in this collection, it's a wonderful collection. The only one I haven't watched is The Birds. I've seen every other one. I need to watch that one. Charlie Kaufman movie adaptation. Fucked up movie, but pretty damn good. And yes, I do enjoy Adam Sandler movies. Some of them, at least. I really actually despise Billy Madison. I liked it when I was younger, but Happy Gilmore is still my favorite. Appleseed, an anime. Airplane. Airplane 2, the sequel. It's a shitty sequel, but there's also a lot of really good jokes. So I bought it for pretty cheap. Christopher Guest movies. I got all these from my sister and her wife quite a few years ago, and I've only watched a couple. Mighty Wind I have not seen. Alexander, I bought a long time ago just for the sex scene with Rosario Dawson. Didn't have internet at the time. So yeah, I'm kind of a pervert, but horrible movie. Let's see, American Beauty, fantastic. Alien, Aliens, two of my favorite sci-fi movies. Both Addams Family movies, love them. The Abyss, kind of a guilty pleasure, but not a horrible movie. Arthur, of course, my favorite comedy of all time. The animation show I recommend, it's really good. It's Mike Judge stuff, as good as it gets, fantastic. And Justice for All, I still think it's a piece of shit. Some good stuff, but just watched Animal House for the first time, really funny movie. Billy Wilder movies, I have some of these. He made so many great films, but I have not watched The Apartment yet. Alright, let's go down here. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, I'm getting old. Austin Powers movies. Away We Go. That is actually a really good film that probably most of you have not heard of. It's John Krasinski, Maya Rudolph. It's nothing like spectacular, but it is really, really good. Very, very funny and a good story. American Graffiti, before Star Wars, that was George Lucas's baby. I have not watched that. Armed and Dangerous, definitely a guilty pleasure one. American Pie, don't have the new one, but it wasn't really that great. Woody Allen movies, I love Annie Hall. League of Their Own, one of my favorite comedies. American Tail movies. Let's see, and there are some new ones on here. A Coen Brothers movie, A Serious Man, I have not watched. A foreign movie called Amour. That won, what did that win? I think it won Best Original Screenplay. No, I think it just won Best Foreign Language Film. I want to get into more foreign films. I need to watch that one. Bushwhack is an awful movie. A friend gave it to me, but I love it. Don't even ask about that. It's something a friend of mine found at a gas station and gave it to me. Back to School. Let's see. Bad Boys movies. They're just fun action movies. Batman. Under the Red Hood is fantastic. Mask of the Phantasm is awesome. Of course, the Tim Burton ones. Beavis and Butthead. Best in Show, another Christopher Guest movie. I have seen this one. It is freaking fantastic. Probably his best movie, but I to watch the other ones. Darren Aronofsky, whatever. But it's a really weird film, but it's really good. I'm trying to get into more of his stuff. Another Woody Allen movie. Blue Jasmine. Bottle Rocket, a Wes Anderson movie. Actually, his first movie. And I bought all of his movies, want to watch them. Bruce Lee, I want to watch his stuff. Another Adam Sandler movie that I still love. Back to the Future. Bound, still haven't watched Bound yet. The Big Picture, a forgotten Christopher Guest movie, but I've heard it's excellent. Kind of as a parody of Hollywood. Birdcage, one of my favorite comedies. Bad Boys, this may surprise a lot of you, but I do love basketball. Not just, there's someone else who lives here who loves wrestling a lot, but I do love basketball and I do follow it. Let's see, Ben-Hur, Ten Commandments, good stuff. Blades of Glory, I still think is a very underrated comedy, very funny. Being John Malkovich, another Charlie Kaufman, fucked up. Bill Cosby, before he was possibly a rapist. Basketball, another guilty pleasure movie, but I still think it's damn funny. Beverly Hillbillies, horrible movie, but I just love it so much because it's so bad. Blues Brothers, I still have never seen. Love the Lebowski, of course, other Coen Brothers. Boogie Nights I've never seen. Butch Cassidy I've never seen. Bonnie and Clyde I haven't seen. Bullet I haven't seen. A lot of movies I haven't watched. Let's see, I'm a big fan of Jack Lemmon, one of my favorite actors. Damn good movie. Coming to America, I haven't seen that. Let's see, never watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I really want to. That's actually a pretty decent movie. Let's see, go through here. Have not watched Color of Money. Cops and Robertsons, another shitty movie a friend got me. Caddyshack, I'll admit I like, but I don't get what all the fuss is about, but maybe I need to watch it again as an adult. Capote need to watch. God, I love Cool Runnings. Have a great t-shirt for that movie. Crying Game I've never watched. The Conversation's a fantastic movie. Of course, both Clerks movies I love. I've got both posters up. Cruel Intentions is not a good movie, but It's one of those from when I was younger, and I had to have it for my collection. I could watch it now and still be entertained. It takes itself so damn seriously, it's funny. But I bought a lot of movies recently that won Best Original Screenplay, since, you know, writing and everything is kind of something I want. The Die Hard movies, I put Die Hard 2 in there even though I don't like it very much, but the fifth one is the biggest piece of shit. I hate... Hang on, let me get on my knees. Oh, what you say in a prison for 500... I don't know. Trying to make a joke. Demolition Man, just a great action movie from the 90s. Dodgeball, still funny. Dude, Where's My Car is awful, but funny. Departed, fantastic Martin Scorsese movie. Double Indemnity, phenomenal film noir classic. Such a damn good movie. One of the best. Death Becomes Her, kind of a forgotten 90s comedy, but really funny, still holds up. Doctor Strangelove I need to watch again. But we got Dog Day Afternoon, fantastic. Serpico, fantastic movie. Driving Miss Daisy I only bought because it won Best Picture. I need to watch it again. Another Wes Anderson movie I need to watch. Elephant Man is fantastic. One of my Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, my favorite Charlie Kaufman movie. Fantastic. Or Charlie Kaufman, did Spike Jonze direct that? No, he didn't. Michael Gondry. That sounds familiar. But I bought El Mariachi. I have the book about the making of the movie, so I wanted the movie. One of the biggest independent movies. I'm not a big Robert Rodriguez fan, but, you know, what he did to make this movie is impressive. Election's fantastic. Eddie Murphy when he was funny. Evolution. This is actually one of the first DVDs that I bought. No joke. I think the first DVD I did get was Scary Movie 2, and I may not even own that anymore. We get to the S's off to C, but I don't think I do. But I still love this movie. It's not good, but I remember I saw this in the theater for some reason. Empire of the Sun, Steven Spielberg movie I've never seen. Really want to watch it. A young Christian Bale, his first movie, if I remember right. Escape from New York, Snake Plissken. Escape from LA, one of the worst sequels ever made. Evil Dead series, fantastic. Funny Farm, grew up with that movie, love it. Another Christopher Guest movie. Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. Awesome Westerns. I have Good and Bad the Ugly on Blu-ray, and it comes with DVD. It comes with the DVD. I don't have it right now. My friend borrowed it, but I do have it. But I have these on Blu-ray as well. Forrest Gump, still love it. You know, Face Off is just fucking fun. Field of Dreams, fantastic movie. Fugitive, one of my all-time favorite movies. I can still watch that any day of the week. Oh, here's one that surprised me, actually. And yeah, I love the Friday movies, the first two. I still love them. I'm not a big Chevy Chase fan. I thought he was very overrated. But I heard so much about the first Fletch movie, and I finally watched it. I heard it was a cult hit. And I first watched it, and I didn't really get it. I was like, okay, that was funny. But I honestly watched this every night for about a week. I couldn't get over the movie. I really, really enjoyed it. And I love the first Fletch movie. I'm reading the first book. There's a whole book series this was based off of. The second movie, Fletch Lives, is a piece of shit. I had to watch it, just to see, but it's awful. A couple good jokes, but it's really, really bad. But the first one is fantastic. I recommend it fully. Maybe that'll be a future review. Not a big Chevy Chase fan. I like a few of his things, but I love Fletch. Probably the best movie he was in. Foul Play, I mainly got it for, it's kind of a forgotten late 70s comedy film, but I mainly got it for Dudley Moore. Fighter, great boxing movie. Godfather, of course, I love Godfather. Just became a Godfather, actually. Gone Girl was really, really good. Pretty fucked up. Glengarry Glen Ross, very dark movie. Probably one of the best written movies you'll ever see. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Not the one with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher, the original, but it's damn good. Giant, I still haven't watched. Want to watch James Dean's movies. Gosford Park, I will watch soon because I really have always wanted to see it. Goodfellas, my favorite mobster movie. Actually, I should have that and Godfather next to each other. There we go. Garden State, I still love that movie. It's one of the movies that got me inspired to, to understand film more and to get into it. General's Daughter, Green Mile, Gone with the Wind. Still haven't watched it because it's so damn long. Girl Next Door. I don't know where that came from, but I remember I saw that in the theater. It's still a funny movie. Gladiator. Still love that movie. Saw it in the theater like 3 times. Galaxy Quest. I need to watch this again. This is such a great sci-fi parody. I hate that Alan Rickman's gone, but this is Tim Allen's best movie. Good Will Hunting, one of my all-time favorite movies. Graduate, fantastic. Hot Rod is just weird but funny. Hero is probably my favorite martial arts film. I wish I could get a movie poster of it, but I can't. Hangover, Hunchback. I bought a bunch of Disney movies I've always wanted to see and own. I need to watch Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hurt Locker is a really good movie. Let's see. Hot Fuzz, one of my favorite comedies. Harper is a movie. It's a Paul Newman movie, and it looks like it's like a James Bond type movie. Yeah, a detective film, I guess. So not James Bond, I guess a detective film. It looked really, really good. I got it for like $5, but I need to watch that one too. Halloween, my favorite. I guess if you want to call it a horror movie or whatever. Yeah. I have some of Steve Austin's movies just because I wanted to see his movies and they were cheap. And they're entertaining as hell, but they're awful, of course. I mean, what do you expect? I have awful movies in my collection that friends get me, but whatever, Hot Shots movies, I love those. Just got Imitation Game, need to watch that. I'm a big Benedict Cumberbatch fan. Sherlock is one of my favorite shows, but I'm very interested in this movie. The Insider, another Al Pacino. It's a Wonderful Life, Well, what do you want, Mary? You want the moon? That's a good idea, Mary. I'll give you the goddamn moon. You want the wallet for my back pocket too? You bitch. That's a bit that I do to make my friends laugh, but still a classic movie. Let's see. In the Heat of the Night is one of the best movies ever made. The Coen Brothers movie. This guy, Oscar Isaac, is on fire right now. He's Apocalypse in the new X-Men movie. He's in the new Star Wars franchise. He is on fire, and he deserves it. He's a fantastic actor. Great movie. He's great in it. I recommend it. Of course, Quentin Tarantino, Indiana Jones you gotta have. I love... my favorite part about this is the documentary about all the making of the original films. I love shit like that. JFK, Oliver Stone. Love John Candy. Miss that dude. Juno. I need to watch Juno again to see if it still holds up. Let's see. Jackie Brown. I've actually never fully watched Jackie Brown. It's the only Quentin Tarantino film I haven't watched all the way. Mine is True Romance, but he only wrote that one. But I didn't like it, but I need to give it another try. Jaws I've actually never seen. Joe Dirt, still a guilty pleasure. Some Jackie Chan movies I just got that I really want to watch. I love Jackie Chan. The Jackass movies, because why not? A Knight's Tale, someone gave me that. Some Nostalgia Critic films, I got those for Christmas one year. The one was signed by Doug Walker, and I'm actually going to see him, Tamara Chambers, Malcolm, I don't know his last name, and then his Doug's brother and co-writer will be there as well. The only one missing is Jim, but I'll get to meet them at a con where I live, so I'm very, very excited for that. Got my ticket ready and time off work. Kentucky Fried Movie, the people behind like Animal House and shit. I need to watch that. Kindergarten Cop, it's not a Duma. It's not a Duma. That dude. I love him. Kung Fu Hustle was awesome. Just got Kramer versus Kramer. Haven't watched this since I was like a teenager, but really good movie. Kung Pao, such a stupid movie, but so much fun. Kill Bills, Kingpin, King and I, fantastic movie. A lot of good stuff. I'm very happy with my collection. But like I said, if you see any movies that you'd like for me to watch, even if I've already seen them, like I've only seen Little Miss Sunshine once, but I'd love to see it again. My mom bought me this for my birthday because I like Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why. I'm sure it's not very good, but I'll watch it eventually. Lord of the Rings movies, I do love them, but I'm not a huge fan. I have the old full screen DVDs, so obviously I'm not a huge fan. Don Bluth, I've collected a lot of Don Bluth movies I want to watch again. Living in Oblivion. This movie, my sister and her wife got me. It is a comedy about the making of an independent film, and I've only watched it once. It is brilliant. It is so damn funny. I wish that I would have made it, but I love Steve Buscemi. You know, he's just fantastic. Albert Brooks, he made some fantastic movies in the 80s, and this apparently was his best one. I need to watch it. Let's see. Some stupid movies like Last Boy Scout, but they're just fun. Lars and the Real Girl. LA Confidential is my favorite cop movie and one of my all-time favorite movies. Big Steve Martin fan. Last Emperor, that was a little pricey, but it won Best Picture in the 80s. I never really heard of it, but it looks interesting. Gotta have the Lethal Weapon movies, of course. Lost in Translation I saw for the first time. I need to watch it again, but it was great. Let's see, nothing more in that rack. Another sports documentary, Magic and Bird. That's good stuff. Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey. Yeah, Mamma Mia's here. You know, it was left behind by somebody. I just kept it. Horrible movie, but entertaining. Mike Hammer, the guy from Titus. Let's see, Major League movies, of course. More Kevin Smith. Collection of Marlon Brando movies. Not really some of his best, but some pretty good ones. I still need to watch those. The Matrix movies, which I liked them when I was younger, but I mean, these two suck. This is a great documentary about the making of the first one. I still love the first one. The Coen brothers. Is that Paul? Who is that? Paul Thomas Anderson. Need to watch that. Another, what's his name? Philip Seymour Hoffman movie. He was gone way too soon. More westerns. I do really love westerns. The whole Magnificent Seven collection. Let's see. I love Clint Eastwood movies. Mystic River. $1 Million Baby is really good. Monty Python, of course. And one of my favorites, Mel Brooks. I just put him in the M's. I wanted all of his movies together. Producers, the film musical, version of it. All the good stuff. I need to watch 12 Chairs. And To Be or Not to Be, but I've seen everything else. And Silent Movie. I've never watched Silent Movie. I just realized that. But Spaceballs didn't come with the collection. I have Dracula, didn't loving it. Great documentary about Mel Brooks' career. It may still be on Netflix. National Treasure. Man, for a movie that is so stupid, it is so freaking entertaining. To this day, I can watch it all the time. It is so damn entertaining. The sequel sucks, though. 2 editions of No Holds Barred. I reviewed that a long time ago when I was, at the time I didn't exist. It was somebody else. I have 2 versions because my friends are sadists. Nostalgia Critic DVDs. This is the newest one that came out that I bought because I like supporting their website and them. But I will have all of them sign this. I did not realize that for $5 more, I could have had all of them sign this anyway, including Jim. So I'm mad about that, but now I can get them to sign it all in person and get my pictures and shit, so I'm excited. That'll be in June. Let's see, Naked Gun. Odd Couple is a comedy I still need to see. Ordinary People is phenomenal. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. One of my favorite directors, Sergio Leone. I've never watched this, but I really want to watch it. I think it's a lot like Godfather Part 2 in a way. Let's see, The Office Special, the original. On Golden Pond. That's a great movie, Norman. Oh, Norman, you're my knight in shining armor. That's how Katharine Hepburn sounds in the movie, but fantastic woman. On the Waterfront is a very old movie. It's what made Marlon Brando, but it's still a great movie. And yeah, I'm a film snob, but who the hell, what guy doesn't want the Police Academy in movies? Who doesn't love Mahoney? The 4 movies with the, oh man, that's just good stuff. This is actually a really good movie, I think. I mean, it's not a good movie, but I recommend it. It's good. Like, I like it. Let's see. It's starting to hurt my hand. Oh man, we still got a ways to go. Roman Polanski. I still need to watch that. I'm a huge Michael Keaton fan. Bought some of his stuff. The Paper. It was a great movie, I think, of his from the 90s. I need to watch that. It's funny how he was just in a Oscar-winning movie, Spotlight. That was, I think, not similar to this, but kind of similar. Let's see. RoboCop. I mean, you got to have those 80s classics. Running on Empty. River Phoenix, it's a shame that he died so young because he's a really good actor. All the Rocky movies, I'm a huge Rocky nut, you know. Real Men, I remember this from my childhood. It was John Belushi and John Ritter. I love John Ritter. Let's see, more Daranoff. Requiem for a Dream, a very dark movie. It really will depress you. I've never seen Pi, but I just recently got the collection for cheap. Rosemary's Baby, another Roman Polanski. I need to watch that. Royal Tenenbaums. I've heard that's brilliant. I need to watch it. Rushmore, same thing. More Disney with Ratatouille. Never seen it. Raging Bull, only watched once, but it's great. Road Trip, saw it in the theater when I was probably too young. And yes, I have The Room on DVD. How can you not love this movie, honestly? It's awful, but how can you not love it? I cannot wait for the... read the book that Greg Sestero wrote called The Disaster Artist. Even if you don't care about this movie or know about this movie, read that book. It is a really damn well-written book that's hilarious. I can't wait to read it again. And I can't wait for James Franco's... he's making a movie based on the book. It was called The Disaster Artist. Now it's called something else. I don't like it, but what are you going to do? Richard Pryor stand-up. You know, I love Richard Pryor. Rookie of the Year. You got to have that. More Jackie Chan stuff. Okay. Oh, boy. What more do we have? I didn't mean to go through all of these, but this is actually kind of fun, so maybe you'll get some recommendations out of this. Soap Dish is a pretty funny comedy from the 90s. A really good cast. A lot of people. Robert Downey Jr. when he was still really high. I'm sorry, this DVD rack sucks. What the fuck? Wow, sticking together. But I recommend that comedy. It's about a soap opera and the people on it, but their real lives become a soap opera. It's really funny. Yeah, all 3 Spider-Man movies. What are you gonna do? Shaolin Soccer. You know, just like Kung Fu Hustle. Stephen Chow is just great. 7 Samurai. I still won't watch this because it's like, I don't know, 80 hours long. But I watched the beginning of it, and it's impressive. Even the first 10 minutes, how it looks. It's very old. This was a little bit expensive to get, like $20, which I guess it's not that expensive. I spend that much on new Blu-rays. But I've always wanted to watch it. The Magnificent Seven was based off of it. Shawshank Redemption, my favorite drama of all time. Seven, still awesome. Let's see. Strange Brew is just very strange indeed, but hilarious. I was very disappointed by Scarface, the original. I love the Scarface, even though it's a bunch of white people acting like Cubans. But the original Scarface is so damn boring. It is boring. But, you know, what are you going to do? It's really old. South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That's just good stuff. Stir Crazy. I'm a huge Gene Wilder fan. And Richard Pryor as well. It's probably their best movie together. Superbad, I actually need to rewatch. I have not watched that since the DVD came out. And I want to know if it holds up like it did. Some Like It Hot, another Billy Wilder comedy. This is considered to be the greatest comedy of all time, or at least it was for a long time, so I still need to watch that. Simpsons movie, Simpsons did it. Savages, I think a forgotten Philip Seymour Hoffman movie, but him and Laura Linney are excellent in it, and it's a damn good movie. Short Circuit, just some 80s goodness. Another Hulk Hogan movie that a friend got me that sucks. I'm sure I've never watched it. Super Mario Brothers movie. I love that movie. I grew up with that movie. It's awful, but I love it. Another Billy Wilder movie I still need to watch. Sunset Boulevard. I just got that recently. I wish I didn't own Shrek the Third because it's a piece of shit. Another Alexander Payne movie I need to watch. I do very much enjoy the Saw movies. I hate the sixth one. It sucks. But I honestly enjoy the overall story. The gore and shit I don't care about. They get really creative, but I very much enjoy the Saw movies, except for 6 and 7 I can enjoy, but I like the first 5. After that, it kind of sucks. Let's see. Star Wars. And this is the only Blu-ray that I have in my DVD collection because Star Wars The Force Awakens just came out, and I don't have Star Wars on Blu-ray. I didn't really want to rebuy them yet on Blu-ray, so I have 1 through 6. Wait. Oops. Hang on. Sorry. I'm glad I'm doing this because those were mixed up. And the cool thing is, with my 4, 5, and 6, it actually does come with a second disc that has the original versions of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Unfortunately, the quality sucks. It was like some kind a Laserdisc rip or something, so the quality, you can't watch it on newer TVs, so I watch it on my big box TV in old school corner. And even then, the quality's really not that good. So we'll see what happens. But Force Awakens, more Steve Martin goodness. Let's see. Terminator, of course. Third one sucks, but it's entertaining as hell. Turtles movies, I'm a huge turtle nut, you know, True Romance. Tusk I very much enjoyed, even though, I mean, there were parts I would have changed, but another Nostalgia Critic one. This one he signed, Doug Walker, so it's pretty cool to have. You know, these aren't like the best movies or anything, but I still enjoy them. Both True Grits by the Coen brothers and the original with John Wayne, gotta watch those. Another foreign movie I need to watch, Thelma and Louise, Thank You for Smoking. Jason Reitman movie, I need to watch that. Turner and Hooch, because I'm a guy, you gotta have fucking Turner and Hooch. Still one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. I love it. But now, that is not the whole DVD collection. I mean, that's that. Now, in the closet is the wrestling DVD / Blu-ray collection. But, because I have basically run out of room, I had to buy another one of these racks. And I had to put it in the closet. And you see the Blu-rays over there, and we will get there. And I'm going to try to hide, because there'll be another video with The Wrestling Fan. But this is the rest of the film DVD collection. We're up to the T's now. Tommy Boy, Still Love. Treasure of the Sierra Madre, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Tin Cup, I think, is Kevin Costner's best performance. He's not a good actor, but I really like him. Dances with Wolves is still one of my all-time favorite movies. But Tin Cup, I really think, like, I believe that he was that character. He was great. Titan AE, I still think is a fun movie. Team America, yeah, I love that movie. The Thing, my favorite John Carpenter movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. I have the Blu-ray of it, and it looks fantastic. But there's no extras on it. This one comes with an almost hour-and-a-half documentary about the making of the movie. It's cheap, too. I mean, I don't think it's as expensive. I got this for $5 a long time ago, so get this and the Blu-ray. They're both cheap. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Oh, God. It's such a damn good movie and so damn funny. I can't wait for the sequel. This is Spinal Tap, one of the greatest comedies ever made. Let's see. Traffic, still haven't watched. Untouchable is awesome. Unforgiven, my second favorite Western of all time, minus The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. UHF, just as funny. White Men Can't Jump, more 90s goodness. What About Bob? Walk the Line is great. You know, gotta have Wayne's World in there. Let's see. Who's Harry Crumb? Another guilty pleasure movie. Not a good movie at all, but love John Candy. Waiting for Guffman. I have seen that one. That's another Christopher Guest movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That's good stuff. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? One of my all-time favorites. Just got this. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? One of the classics. Working Girl, Witness, some Harrison Ford goodness. The X-Men movies. They got better with the new ones, but and then some really cheap ones where they come with 4 different movies in one, and I only wanted like one. I love Zoolander. I heard the sequel was awful. Kids sports movies from the 90s that I love, and romantic movies. This one I got because it has A Streetcar Named Desire with Marlon Brando, and also Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Paul Newman. But more importantly, the other 2 James Dean movies I needed, Rebel Without a Cause, classic, and East of Eden. So, but that is the DVD films that I own, and I thank God with this new one I have a lot more room, but once that's full, I have no more room. I honestly don't, unless I move, and that probably won't be for a while. But next, let's go to the Blu-rays and finish this up. Alright, so here we go. This is the rest of my film collection, the Blu-rays. And there's going to be some repeats, you know, because sometimes you just want to get better quality versions of the DVDs, so you get the Blu-rays. But there are a lot of new ones too, so let's get started. 127 Hours, that's new. Want to see that? 40 Year Old Virgin, probably my fourth favorite comedy of all time after Arthur, Blazing Saddles, and Airplane. I love 40-Year-Old Virgin. I've watched that a couple times recently at work on lunches and breaks and stuff, and it still holds up. 21 Jump Street, God, that took me by surprise. 22 Jump Street is a great sequel. Aladdin, I got this before it finally came out in the U.S. This is the United Kingdom version. I got that of Lion King as well, and some of the other movies too, like Captain America and stuff, because you just get them for cheaper. But they work fine. I play them on my PS4. There's not really much in terms of extras, but still one of my favorite Disney movies. I finally got Arthur. It comes with Arthur 2 on the Rocks. I fucking hate Arthur 2 on the Rocks. It's awful. I hate that the picture on here is from that movie. But the first Arthur is a classic. Arthur 2 is terrible. If you guys ever want me to be pissed off in a video, just make me watch that. Airplane, Alien movies, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is fucking awful. The Artist I still haven't watched. Awakenings, that's a great Robin Williams movie if you've never heard of it. Few Good Men's, fantastic. Fish Called Wanda is, a John Cleese movie if I remember right. He wrote it, yeah. He wrote it. Great comedy. Armed and Dangerous, my sister got me that for my birthday. But they were a fistful of dollars, and for a few dollars more. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly would be right there. My friend's borrowing it, but I do have it. Apollo 13's great. I've actually never watched that. I want to. And I haven't watched African Queen either. Another Audrey Hepburn movie. Watch my movie. The Anchorman movies. Amadeus. I have the director's cut. Got it for Christmas. I know the director's cut is apparently not as good as the original because it slows it down, but that's fine. All the President's Men, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Honestly, yeah, there are parts of it that are kind of meh, and the middle drags, but this is a great movie, and I'm proud of him for making this. That's really cool. Alice in Wonderland, then we get to some Marvel movies, Avengers, love those movies, Ant-Man. Almost Famous, I just got this. It was like $6. It just came out, but it's the director's cut, and it adds a lot more to it, but apparently from everything I read, that's a really good thing. I love this movie. Great Cameron Crowe movie. The Separation, another foreign language film winner that I want to watch. About Schmidt, that's a great movie. Single Man, another Coen Brothers. That's not Coen Brothers, but Colin Firth, I like him. Oh, let's see. Back to the Future. Funny story about this. My roommate and I, we both worked at Walmart in electronics. He's still there for a little while longer. He graduates soon and he'll be getting a new job. But this was like a $50 set because it was new. Someone brought in an ad, it might have been his parents, where it was $15. And it was the exact same thing, and you can price comp there. And they would not let us do it. And we had to, argue with them for an hour, and they finally did it to make us go away, but just because we worked there, they thought, I don't know what they thought, but they're idiots. But got that for $15. Came with the Blu-ray and digital copies. Big Short, newer movie. It's excellent. Watch it. It's fucking phenomenal. Brokeback Mountain. If any guys out there go, oh, you gonna watch that movie? It's a beautiful movie. Very well acted. I'm not embarrassed to have it, and no one should be. It's a fantastic film. Brooklyn I still haven't watched. It's a newer movie. I want to watch that. I put this in the B's because it's Ben Affleck. Gone Baby Gone. Argo the Town. He turned out to be a very good filmmaker. Still have not watched Barry Lyndon. I haven't watched much of Stanley Kubrick's work, and I need to. Beauty and the Beast. That is my all-time favorite Disney movie. One of my all-time favorite movies. I wish I could have a movie poster of it, but can't find one for cheap. And then we get to like the Batman movies. Beverly Hills Cop, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Birdman has become one of my all-time favorite movies. Love that damn thing. Braveheart. Boyhood was excellent, but I'm glad it didn't win Best Picture because Birdman deserved that. And I'm sorry, I need to take off. There's a piece on here that keeps stabbing me in the frickin' hand from the tripod. That's better. All right. Bruce Almighty. This is this is in the Seas. Wait, did I skip it? Yeah, this is in the Seas because it's the Cornetto ice cream trilogy. Simon Pegg and I forgot his name. I hate when that happens. Edgar Wright. So that's why these three are together. Bridge on the River Kwai, one of the best movies you'll ever see. Alec Guinness. Battle Royale. I don't care what that bitch says. From Hunger Games, who wrote the books. She stole the idea from this. Don't believe her, but this is an excellent, excellent movie. And I just got it back. I'm going to watch it maybe today. Let's see. Cowboy Bebop. So let me finish that. Color Purple, I still need to watch. That's a great documentary on Conan O'Brien. I love him. Let's see. Oh, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. George Clooney's first directorial feature. Pretty good. Copland's not very good, but Sylvester Stallone's performance is actually really good in it. Chinatown, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Need to watch it again. Captain America movies I will watch soon because I'm going to go see Civil War in the theater. Dallas Buyers Club was excellent. Two of the best performances you will ever see. Dances with Wolves. Now, this is funny. If anybody cares about this. They came out with the Blu-ray, and it looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. I was excited. It's got a great documentary on it about the making of the movie. The fucking problem is they released it as basically the director's cut. And it's an hour more of movie, which you would think, oh, that's great. It's not. The original movie is 3 hours long, and it is fantastic. One of the best edited movies I've ever seen in my life. It flows beautifully. They don't even give you the option for the original film. And this is how it originally came out. And as far as I know, they still have not released a Blu-ray in the US of just the original version. And it pisses me off. I kept my DVD because of that. Now I keep all my DVDs, but at the time, if I replaced a DVD with a Blu-ray, I'd get rid of it. So I got the United Kingdom, or wherever this is from, of Dances with Wolves. It was actually very cheap. The quality is about the same, but it's the 3 hour long version. So I probably just could have stuck with the DVD, but I wanted to try it. You know. Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, fantastic. I have Night of the Living Dead on DVD and Land of the Dead. That's it. Deer Hunter I still haven't watched. There's Departed again, Dodgeball. Descendants is great. Django is becoming one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. Dread. I hate that this movie did not make more money at the fucking theater. This is an excellent action movie. And I just realized I'm saying excellent a lot. I need to expand my vocabulary. I'm sorry. But this is a great movie. Dirty Harry collection. Do the Right Thing I still need to watch. Dead Poet Society just got that. You know, Robin Williams, one of his better movies. Enemy of the State, a forgotten Will Smith movie, I feel. It's really good. Ex Machina, I still need to watch. Empire Records, fun 90s movie. My favorite Tim Burton movie, Ed Wood. It's so damn good. I think it's his best movie. And then you have to get Plan 9 from Outer Space to go along with it. Let's see. Oops. Didn't mean to press that. Sorry. This is kind of dark down here. I think it's because I'm blocking the light. Sorry. Let's see. Alright. We got Face Off, Fight Club, Fifth Element, which Fifth Element is so strange, but so good. Fisher King, The Fly. Sorry, I'm trying not to block the light. This is kind of hard. I'm like laying down on the damn floor. Let's see, Ghost. I don't care what people say. Ghost is not a chick flick. I love Ghost. It's great. Good Will Hunting, Grumpy Old Men, and Grumpy Old Men. This is a great collection. I'm sorry, I know this is all over the place. I'm just trying not to block the damn light. But Goonies, Gremlins, Gremlins 2. That's 80s fucking goodness right there. I love that collection. Guardians of the Galaxy. Surprised how good that was. Grindhouse movie, still haven't watched. Tarantino and Rodriguez. Great Escape, haven't watched. Great Mouse Detective, one of my favorite Disney movies. Gandhi, still haven't watched that. Got it for Christmas. Groundhog Day, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, fucked up movie. Grapes of Wrath, fantastic movie. Let's see, Godfather Collection, I actually got this for $10 at a random place for the Blu-ray of the 3 movies. So, Damn Goodbye, Goodfellas again, Heat, Hateful Eight. I really don't get why. I saw that in theaters and I loved it. And I watched it again and again. I've watched it probably 5 times now. It is an excellent movie. Sorry, I know I said excellent again, but it is an excellent movie. Not one of his best, but I don't... It didn't get low scores or anything. I just think people were harsher on it. And I think it's because he did a second Western. He never really repeats himself. But I recommend it highly. Another Woody Allen movie I need to watch, Hoosiers. This I just got to with my tax check. The Hayao Miyazaki collection. It's all of his movies, his feature films, and some extras. I've only seen a couple. I've seen Spirited Away, which was amazing. My Neighbor Totoro, I've seen that. And Howl's Moving Castle. And this is like $170 on Amazon, and I have Amazon Prime, so it was cheaper. It was like $50 cheaper. So it was $170. A lot of money to spend, but I wanted to get it because my collection is growing so much because I want to experience every kind of movie that I can, because I want to make movies for a living, but the show is about I like talking about movies, and I want to watch all this stuff, and that's the whole point of this. So if you want me to watch any of these, please let me know. I'm going to anyway. I have the first Halloween, of course. Halloween 2, not nearly as good as the first one, but I still enjoy it. Okay, let's get up here. Alright, Hangover again, still a really funny comedy. Fuck the sequels. High Noon, still need to watch. The Hustler, still need to watch. Hercules, not a great Disney movie, but I still enjoy it. Inside Out has become one of my favorite Disney movies. Her, awesome movie. Won for Best Original Screenplay. Iron Man movies. Gotta love Tony Stark. Good stuff here. It's a mad world. Still need to watch that. There are the other James Bond movies. I just put them in the J's, but all the new ones. Spectre was not really that good. Just watched John Wick. Fucking fun movie. I mean, really fun. A shitty movie a friend got me for my birthday as a joke. King's Speech has turned into one of my favorite movies. Jackie Brown. I have all the Quentin Tarantino movies on Blu-ray. Kung Fu Panda movie surprised me. I love the Kung Fu Panda movies. The third one was awesome way to end the series. I hope they do end it. That comes out in a couple of weeks. Can't wait to watch it again. The Mask of Zorro I loved. Legend of Zorro was awful, but it came with that, so, There's Lion King, and I'm not a huge fan of The Lion King. I think it's a kind of weak movie. It's not as good as I remember it, but, it's from that time when I was a kid, and you almost have to have it, and it was cheap. But I still like it. The Librarians on Blu-ray. A friend found this for me for $5. All 3 Librarians movies. And they're just stupid. It's a foreign set. Like, you can tell on the back. God damn it. Sorry. You can tell on the back it's in a foreign language, or this thing would... There we go. But they do have the English on there. You just have to change it. The audio to English. And it's just like watching the regular movie, and it's in great quality. The TV series is awesome. I just wish they would release it on DVD so I could collect them, because I won't have cable much longer anyway. But those are fun movies. Lego Movie, LA Confidential, Lawrence of Arabia, one of the greatest movies of all time. Still haven't watched it. Was so happy when they released Little Shop of Horrors, a director's cut with the original ending. It's so much better with the original ending. And this is it's beautiful. This is so good. Let's see. Looper, great movie. Last Samurai, it's just Dances with Wolves with swords, but it's still good. I just got this, did not know they made a documentary about Roger Ebert, but it was cheap, and I heard it was really good. I think it was nominated for an Oscar, but I want to watch this soon. Life is Beautiful, Life of Pi, another Ang Lee movie. Lincoln, just got that. Really good movie. I have not watched, I got all the Mad Max movies, including Fury Road. Still have not watched a single one, and I will change that. Mr. Holmes was a really good movie. Men in Black movies, of course. Let's see. MASH is a great comedy. Wasn't a huge fan of the show, but I love the movie. Let's see. Moonstruck is just awesome. Another one that's not a chick flick. I don't really believe in chick flicks, honestly. Midnight in Paris, I just watched that, a Woody Allen movie. It's the last one he won Best Original Screenplay for. Highly recommend it. Moonrise Kingdom, haven't watched yet. Let's see, Nebraska was fantastic. Network, that's a weird movie, and there's still controversy over that in a way because it came out the same year as Rocky, and a lot of people feel like Network was the more groundbreaking movie and the better film, and it probably is, but I still say Rocky deserved to win. But Network is fantastic. One of the best performances, was it Peter? Yeah, Peter Finch, and he won the Best Actor Oscar posthumously. And the next person to do that was another native Australian in Heath Ledger for The Dark Knight. Once Upon a Time in the West, one of my favorites. Westerns, another Sergio Leone classic, Overboard, just good stuff. Still have not watched Platoon or Patton. Need to watch those. Two Best Picture winners. I'm a huge fan of the Planet of the Apes movies. The first Planet of the Apes movie is still one of my favorite sci-fi movies. The new ones, and I love all five, honestly. I get enjoyment out of all of them. The new ones are really good. Rise of the Planet of the Apes was surprisingly good. Dawn was even better. I need to watch Dawn again. Pulp Fiction, one of my favorites. Piano. I have all the Rambo movies because I'm a guy. I need to watch them again. I haven't seen the fourth one yet. More Disney. Rescuers Down Under. Need to watch those. Just watched The Revenant. It's just by the same director of Birdman. It's really good. Not nearly as good as Birdman, but it was good. Room was a great movie. All the Rocky movies and Creed is the second best Rocky movie after the first one, because you're not going to top the first Rocky movie, but Creed is awesome. Rain Man, one of my favorites. Schindler's List. Still haven't watched Spartacus. And the Star Trek movies. The new Star Trek movies, these two, actually got me into old Star Trek. I don't really care about the shows, but I wanted to watch all the good Star Trek movies. And I've watched every single one except First Contact. That was the New Generation, but I need to watch that. But Wrath of Khan, I still think is the best Star Trek movie. It really is. Secret NIMH, still need to watch. Strange Brew, Shawshank. The Sherlock Holmes movies were my favorite Sherlock incarnation until I watched the TV series. But they're still fun movies. Speed. Collection of 7. Copycat and Taking Lives. It was cheap. I mainly got it for 7. Silence of the Lambs, one of my favorite movies. Spotlight was really good. Straight Outta Compton. You can see my review of that. It's still such a good movie. So I Married an Axe Murderer. I love that movie. Slacker is another independent film. It's by Richard Lancaster. He just made Boyhood, but I heard it's what inspired Kevin Smith, and I really want to watch it, and I got it for Christmas. Still need to watch it. Serenity, still one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Go Firefly Forever. Slumdog Millionaire, still need to watch. Stanley Kubrick movies, I still haven't really watched, and I'm going to, and I want to, because I want to understand his directorial style. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, very underrated movie. Terminator, Turtles again. The Thing, I actually kind of liked the prequel they made. It's not great, but I liked it. For Christmas, a friend got me Tootsie, Criterion Collection, one of the greatest comedies ever and one of my favorites. Really good looking Blu-ray transfer. Toy Story movies, gotta have those. To Kill a Mockingbird is still classic. They Live, rest in peace, Roddy Piper. Three Amigos, I grew up with that. And then we come to the end of this. I have all the Marvel movies. There's Thor, Tropic Thunder I need to watch. There Will Be Blood I still need to watch. Still fucking love Total Recall, so good. That Thing You Do, a forgotten Tom Hanks movie, but really good. Usual Suspects. Up, of course, it's Up. Untouchables, Unforgiven. The Verdict, more Paul Newman goodness. Because not only do I want to study directing and writing and editing and cinematography, I want to study acting. And so I'm trying to get movies by, some of the best actors around. Paul Newman. It was My Left Foot. Daniel Day-Lewis. I want to watch his stuff too. More Westerns, The Wild Bunch, still haven't watched it. Willy Wonka, gotta have that. Wizard of Oz. Witness for the Prosecution. Is that another Billy Wilder? Yeah, another Billy Wilder movie. One of the best courtroom dramas you'll ever see. It's so good. When Harry Met Sally, another movie that's not a chick flick. The Warriors I was actually very disappointed in, to be quite honest, but it was okay. And then the X-Men Blu-rays I have, First Class and Days of Future Past are awesome. Still have not watched the Wolverine. And this, I only bought it because I had Color of Night, one of the worst movies ever made. I was actually going to review it, and if you guys want me to watch it, I will gladly talk about it. It is fucked up. But anyway, that is the Blu-ray. My Blu-ray collection. Have some shit up there, Rocky Belt, some wrestling stuff. That's for another guy that you know. But those are the Blu-rays. So that is my entire film, DVD, and Blu-ray collection. So, yeah. So, there you go. I just went through my entire DVD/Blu-ray film collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't really mean to go through every single movie, but when your collection kind of gets this big, and I know people have much bigger, but mine's pretty big, you start to go through the movies and stuff, and honestly, I would have loved to have gone through every single movie, but, you know, I kind of went through it quick. But you've now seen every film I own. And if there are any of these movies that you would just like to get my opinion on, whether you just want to hear me talk about it, you want to hear me review it, if you want to know if it's a good recommendation, want to know my rating, please just comment. Let me know what you want me to do. I mean, I'm Filmholmes. I'm here to help you find a great movie. That's what this is all about. And I love talking about films. I love films. I want to become a filmmaker. I'm trying to become a filmmaker. That's why I've collected all these. Good and bad. I want to see what makes a good film and what makes a bad film. And I love talking about this stuff. So that's exactly what, you know, this new format is going to be. It's still going to be too many movies with Filmholmes, me, but it's basically going to be me here in my element in front of my movies talking about whatever you want me to talk about. So I promise you very, very soon, even if none of you make any suggestions, I'm going to grab some movies and I'm going to watch them and I'm going to talk about them and give my thoughts on them and review them and give a final rating and see if I recommend it or if I basically want to throw it in the fucking garbage. So we'll find out. So that's what it's going to be from now on. Tune in next time. And also, whenever I go to the theater to see a new movie, I'll put up a review of that. And so there's going to be a lot of good stuff here in the future. So I'm Filmholmes. This was Too Many Movies. This is my collection of films. And just stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye-bye.